that whole experience, like, what was your favorite thing about tabling at Comic Con?
I said it before and I'll say it again. I love talking to people. But also, it was just I think my favorite part was actually that first sale. I'll probably never forget that shit. I'll never forget the look on that guy's face too. Um, I've forgotten his face, but he was looking at me like, well, yeah, man. I handed you money. Like, I want the print. I was like, you sure you want the print, bro? You don't have to spend your money here, bro. Like, this is kind of a trap. And he's like, but I want the print. I like the print. Give me the print.
It's that thing where, as artists, we really undervalue what it is that we're doing. Like, I don't know if it's imposter syndrome. It's not that. It's just we think, oh yeah, it's totally what it is. It's like, oh, I'm not deserving of your $10
It's
for
like
my print. It's like,
you shouldn't be
okay,
getting
what?
money for a thing that you do like on the side all day, every day for absolutely no reason. And people are just like, yo, I fucking love that. I want to hang that shit up on my wall. And you're like,
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah. What was like because I'm sure, because I definitely had an eye-opening experience doing like tabling with you. What was yours in terms of perspective? Like, you tabling, you have your own booth, you're selling your stuff. Like, what was it that you kind of took from that made you go, wow, or the lack thereof?
You know what I think is probably like that moment for me. It was actually when we met Jet, um,
Shout
because
out to the home, shout out to Jet Senpai.
the
Uh,
senpai in the sky. But it's because like we probably could have been like anywhere else on that floor, and I don't think that we would have had that kind of connection that we did. But we were like right across from him, right?
yeah,
And he's like, man, you guys' work is dope, and we're like, wait, what? Because we're looking at his shit, and he is like painting his ass off. Like,
yeah.
if it wasn't anime girls, this man would probably be like the next Hung Tae Kim, actually. Like, just straight up. Like, if he decided to do his own line of girls wearing weird shit, he would sell like crazy.
Dude, Jet
But
was,
every
yeah, he was going off. He's so legendary. His artwork is so dope. But yeah, go ahead.
but him coming over and just being the homie,
Yeah,
because he really didn't have to. He like went out of his way to
he
be
really did.
to be that kind to us, especially after you mentioned that like it was like our first time or whatever. He was like, "Your first time? Y'all like your first timers? What y'all doing over there?" And then
Yeah.
when he came over, I was like, "Yo, bro, I'm doing $5 commissions." He was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And that was like the theme of that day because before that, Roz and Alistair came over and they're like, "You doing $5? Don't do that.
Oh, dude,
Don't
dude,
do that."
I talked to Ross, and he's still roasting you, man. Like, I chat with him over the phone, and he's still like, yo, so like I'm gonna hit up Josh for that $5 commission.
And
Like, yo,
he's literally never gonna let me down. I love that man for that. But
yeah,
like Jack coming over and be like, "Yo, that's like $200 right there. $200 worth of work. Like, what are you doing selling that for $5? Don't do that.
yeah,
Nah, don't raise your prices. What's going on?"
yeah. He gave us like big perspective on what you can get out of your work, and it's not about like, at the end of the day, it's not about like, oh, we just need money. I mean, we all want the money, but it's more just how we come into it valuing ourselves. Like, we think like, this isn't that good enough, and we're unsure, we're not in our element. Like, it was so uncomfortable, but then meeting Jet was like, he's another dude who's doing what he loves, and he's making a living off of it, and he's just so supportive and kind. And that to me also was like, oh my God, this shit is awesome, dude. Like, people here are all here to support each other. No one's trying to attack anybody. We're all fucking nerds, and just doing what we do. And that was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because he was just being that guy, being real nice and helping the newbies out.
Yeah.
And that will probably stick with me for the rest of my life because as much as I try to be nice to everybody and stuff like that, like a lot of the times you just not that shit don't get reciprocated. Like, you know,
Yeah.
people be like karma's a bitch, but the truth is when you be kind to everybody and stuff like that, you don't actually receive that shit back a lot of the
Yeah.
time in any way that feels like tangible. Like,
Mm.
you know, maybe all the good karma was for fucking Jet Senpai because you know it was pure fucking luck that we were right across the way from him. But
Yeah.
it's like the same thing with like James and I want to say Richard. Is it Richard
Oh,
and
Ethan.
Ethan?
Ethan? Oh, you're talking about okay, so James and
Bandage Brigade.
yeah, Richard and Julie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Richard and Julie. Like they were
Yeah,
right
the homies.
next to us.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we out here giving shout outs to when we were first timers, right?
Yeah.
Like it was dope. Like legitimately, like, you know, if I had to say anything, like if me and Morris's good karma got mashed together and that's what we got, like I'm
Yeah.
really happy that that's what we got
Yeah.
because we ended up meeting a bunch of people who basically sort of supported us like the